Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a 1982 Honda 185S three-wheeler. First up will be to get the old oil drained out, and I'll show you where the drain plug is. Go over here to the recoil side, look underneath. We'll find the drain plug right here. First step to changing the oil is that you'll want to have your three-wheeler up to operating temperature. So let it run for a few minutes before you start changing your oil. Three-wheeler's warmed up to temperature now, so we're going to go ahead and start draining the oil. The drain plug is a 24 millimeter socket. An extension and a good ratchet's helpful for this. Here's what the drain assembly looks like. You have a spring with a screen. Here's the cap, and there is an O-ring on this cap. Good idea to take a look at that O-ring, make sure it's intact. Look at the screen. See if there's any debris on the screen, and inspect the O-ring on the screen. Okay, we'll let that drain. To make sure our oil properly drains, we're just going to crack the dipstick. Now we're going to go ahead and get our drain plug assembly replaced. First thing to go in is our screen. The O-ring goes in first, so the screen points out. Next is the spring. Again, the spring points out, and then the cap goes over top of the spring. So we'll go ahead and get this installed. Now we're going to get our oil filled up. We're going to be using Honda oil, 10W40. It's important that you use an oil designed for a wet clutch for a motorcycle or ATV application. The oil lubricates both the engine and the transmission in this case. You do not want to use an automotive oil for this. Our manual calls for 10W40. You may want to consider different weights if you live in a different climate. I live in a climate that is anywhere from about 0 degrees Fahrenheit up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So 10W40 is the best choice for me. We ended up adding about 1.5 quarts of oil. We're going to do one more check of the oil level. Here's the dipstick. There's a low level and a high level. Here's the low, here's the high. We want our oil level to fall in between. To do this, we're going to insert the dipstick, but we are not going to screw it in. Of course, you want your three-wheeler on a level surface when you do your check. You can see here where we came out, just a little above the halfway mark, which should be just right. Thanks for watching. If If you could click like and subscribe, it would really mean a lot.